Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Donnie's Donuts here. Welcome to the game one of this series, obviously. The PlayStation's favorites versus the underdog Hollers. Face-off one there is now Ford's got it now through center. Nice little move there, Kalen Ford. Now through behind the net to Line. Back over to Carey. Back to the point shot. Scores! Adam Fox, first goal of the series, goes to the Brooklyn PlayStations, and they have a 1-0 lead. Oh my, as the fans were just starting to get loud, and now they have something to cheer about. Obviously Fox with the shot. Look at that, puts a blocker side on Blair Higgins, and it's 1-0 Brooklyn PlayStations. What a shot. And now brings it. Here comes O'Keefe with it. John O'Keefe through center into the zone. In front, back. Shot. Scores! Shane Richards has tied it. As nothing going for them pretty much in the second period, but they get a chance there and they capitalize. They beat Joe Hendry there. Through traffic there is what a shot by Shane Richards, and the game is tied. Face-off tie up there is now trying to look for the puck, gets it back to the point now across. Richards shoots, stop, rebound, they score! Travis Tobin in front continues his hot streak, and the Fort McMurray Hollers have taken the lead. Oh my! As now they have some momentum as Hendry gives up that rebound, and the Hollers have a 2-1 lead. And now Line brings it in front, his backhand that might have grazed the post. As now Line back to the point now, Marner, as now still has the puck, Marner, as now shoots off the post again. Oh my goodness, about 4 posts last minute, now beyond that, over, scores! Kalen Ford from a great feed from Daniel Carey, and they have tied the game at 2 here in the second period. What a feed from Daniel Carey, and Kalen Ford gets on the board as face-off now. One there by Carey, but Furlong gets on a first. Azul stolen by Carey. Nice defensive play. Now up comes Ford, maybe a 3-on-2. Caleb Ford across, scores! Daniel Carey, and they have taken the lead 3-2. Oh my, what a wild second period this has been. As what a feed by Ford to Carey this time. And the PlayStations have a 3-2 lead here late in the second. Brings it over. Line shot as that one's turned aside by Higgins. Puck is bouncing there. Ford gets it back. Across. Marner scores! Mitch Marner from the point. And they have taken a 4-2 lead with less than a minute to go in the second. 3 unanswered from the Brooklyn PlayStations here. As Higgins could not find it. As you see the coach there, he's not very happy with his team. Obviously, they had a 2-1 lead. As they tried to hold on to it going into the second intermission. Now, shot there is good save there by Hendry. As the Fort Mac Holler's been coming on here. Is now Carey now through the other way. Backhand scores! What a goal by Daniel Carey! Puts it on the backhand post and in, and the PlayStations have a 5-2 lead as big saves by Joe Hendry at one end. Look at this as he gets through and puts O'Toole in a blender there as he gets that on the backhand and surprises Higgins there and makes it 5-2 PlayStations. Now Furlong brings it up through center. He's going to gain the PlayStation zone. As now Furlong trying to feed it back. O'Toole shoots, scores! Deflected in front by John O'Keefe. And they have gotten the deficit back within 2. John O'Keefe has been kind of quiet all night. Finally gets on the board after having a strong round 1. as O'Toole just throws it at the net with a slap shot and finds O'Keefe's stick. It's 5-3. Now in the zone, as now Fox has got it. Over to Carey. They got to break it out now. Carey finds Fox, and they do. Nice little play there. And now finds Ford in stride. He's in back. Carey scores! Hat trick for Daniel Carey here in game 1. And that could be all she wrote here for game 1. Obviously, with 8 minutes to go, going to be tough for the Fort Mac Howlers to come back. As look at that, just winds one up there, and no chance for Blair Higgins there. As yeah, he got all of that shot. As Higgins, obviously not having the greatest game 1, but some of the goals he didn't really have a chance on, and all the same. In the zone is now empty net now for the Howlers. Oh, turnover. And now Carey trying to get through as now puck is free. Furlong gets it. They're going to try and gain the zone again. Tobin as now puck is loose there. Turnover. Carey, empty net, breakaway, scores. 4-goal game for Daniel Carey. What a performance he put on. As the Howlers, I mean, they just need to regroup here. Not a strong performance from them, but like I said, the series is far from over. As this team is they can very well come back. And so, now gets it over to Carey. 1 final minute shot, scores! Kalen Ford gets another one, and it's 8-3. A absolute dominant performance from the Brooklyn PlayStations here in game 1. Obviously the team who upset the Albuquerque Fitzgeralds I thought might have came in with a jump in their step, but the Brooklyn PlayStations played really well. So as the PlayStations fans are on their feet here, as now Furlong brings that puck in, and now across, and that goes in. Travis Tobin gets 1, obviously not near enough to get back in this game, but nonetheless, as the Fort Mac Howlers trying to get some sort of jump for game 2. Because if you're Fort Mac, you almost gotta win the next game. And now brings it over to Carey. Steals as 35 seconds ago. He gets knocked out the puck. Down low. And now in front. Off the post, I believe. Or he might have saved a shot towards the net. As now got there. One time scores. As 8-5 now. Still not going to be enough for game 1. But like I said, you can maybe take that into game 2. As obviously the PlayStation's still going to take a 1-0 series lead. Fox trying to break it out, knocked off his stick, as now gets it out there. As now Richards through at center ice finds Furlong. They're going to go right back in. Furlong stolen by Marner. Nice little play. Brings it up to Ford. Kalen Ford as with numbers going to the net. He gets through and scores! What a play by Kalen Ford! And the Brooklyn PlayStation strike first in game 2. For the second straight game, is what a save from Hendry at the other end, and Marner with a great defensive play finds Ford, and a great play all around from the Brooklyn PlayStations. Look at that. Ford burns O'Toole. He's having a kind of a rough start to this series. As so 1-0 Brooklyn PlayStations on a goal from Kalen Ford. Now they got it now. Here comes Tobin with a nice move. Here comes Travis Tobin up the wing across. Furlong stolen by Carey. Maybe a 2-on-1 the other way. Daniel Carey in, shoots, scores! Daniel Carey puts 1-5 hole, and the PlayStations early in the second have a 2-0 lead. Oh my, the PlayStation's trying to get up 2-0 in this series to move one win away from the Final Four for the first time since season 12, I believe that would be. Oh my, look at that! Puts a puts a 5-hole, and the Hollers here kind of come back to earth a little bit. And now in the shot there is good save there by Hendry, now battling there. As now Ford now trying to pick it up. Tobin all over him. Furlong steals, he's in! Oh my, good save. Now in front, scores! John O'Keefe puts it blocker side in the slot, and they're back within one. They needed that desperately. As Furlong couldn't get that one, but as Tobin centered it. As a great play there by the Hollers as O'Keefe got free for a second. Puts a glove side on Joe Hendry. Obviously, like I said, not quite a must-win game, but a very important one for the Hollers. Face off now as with 12:25, won there by the PlayStations. Fox comes in. He's in now. Scores! Adam Fox puts one posting in, and they have taken a 2-goal lead again. Oh my, what a backbreaker for the Hollers there. Obviously just gaining some momentum from that goal, and Fox puts that right back to rest as posting in for Adam Fox. As obviously that was kind of a Phil Kessel type shot. In the circle. Now got it there is now Furlong. Nice defensive play. He's going to bring it up now. Across the Tobin gets dropped by Carey. Back the other way come the PlayStations. Ford shoots, scores! Kalen Ford gets some breathing room for the Brooklyn PlayStations in the third period. It's 4-1. After a huge hit by Daniel Carey. To get that puck back, we'll take another look at this. Oh man, on Travis Tobin, he was kind of shaken up after that one, and Ford comes down the other way and puts it in the back of the net. It's been all PlayStations in this series so far. Now O'Keefe has got it, as now getting pressured by Ford there. They'll break it out. Jake O'Toole's got it. He got some speed across. Shot, scores! Travis Tobin, and the game is not quite over yet. 12:39 in. They get back within 2 now, as they need another quick one if you think they're going to want to come back. As that was all Jake O'Toole there. Now empty net now, brings it up. Here comes Furlong, poked off his stick by Marner. Battling there along the corner now, trying to get it there. Who's got the puck? And the PlayStation's got it. And now Daniel Carey, empty net, scores! And the Brooklyn PlayStations are going to take a 2-0 series lead and push the Fort Mac Hollers on the brink, as they need to go back home if you're the Fort Mac Hollers and need to win 2 games at home. Obviously they're a very good home team this year, so this series not over quite yet, I wouldn't say. Fort Mac Hollers, game 3's underway as down brings it over. Lonnie shoots, scores! Oh my goodness! Right off the opening draw, beats Furlong. Oh my goodness, 15 seconds in. Patrick Laine makes it 1-0 PlayStations. Not a good start for Josh Furlong. And now battling along the half wall, that one's kicked down back in the Fort McMurray zone, as now Richards has got it. Over to Tobin. Here comes John O'Keefe now over the line. Finds Tobin across. Furlong shoots, scores! Eric Furlong ties the game. Has been kind of quiet through the first 2 games, as they need him to come alive if they want to get back in this series. As Eric Furlong, as oh my, that's not a good goal for Hendry to give up. And now up comes Ford now with it across. What a save by Josh Furlong on Patrick Laine. Oh my, now back the other way they come. And now gets through, scores! What a play by John O'Keefe. And the Fort McMurray Haulers have a 2-1 lead. What a save at one end from Josh Furlong. And John O'Keefe just barrels his way through. And that was all him there. As obviously I think that caught Hendry by surprise, which gave it the rebound, and John O'Keefe, what a goal. That was an individual effort there. Oh my. Face off now, 11:15 to go in the first period. As one there is now Fox shoots, scores! Adam Fox off the face-off has tied this game at 2. Oh my, as that caught Furlong by surprise, as he just gets it and just rips it towards the net and beats Furlong under the arm. 2-2. Face-off now is this power play opportunity now for the Fort Mac Haulers. One there, and a one-time scores! John O'Keefe right off the face-off on the one-timer has regained the lead for the Fort McMurray Haulers. What a shot by John O'Keefe. He's come alive in this game 3. They need all their players to really come alive here because they're going to be facing elimination for the next 3 games if they can manage to win the next 2. Face off now, 5:35 to go. The Haulers here trying to get another one here as now face off. Ford's got it as now gets it up there. Carey as now over Lonnie. Can't get it out. Shot, scores! Furlong throws it at the net. Beats Joe Hendry, and they have a 4-2 lead. 4 goals on 6 shots. And these fans are going nuts. Oh my goodness. Laine put it back into his own zone, which is the reason why it wasn't offside. Posting in, and that catches Hendry as 4-2, their first 2-goal lead of this series. And now here comes Furlong over the line. John O'Keefe now trying to get it there. Oh my, nice defensive play. Back comes Ford with it. Kalen Ford now the other way, as now trying to center. In front, scores! Patrick Laine over the glove of Josh Furlong. And they're back within 1. What a wild first period this has been. As Kalen Ford, he tried to pass that earlier, but it was poked off his stick by O'Toole. And now up comes Ford through center as the second period's underway. Shot, that one's blockered away, trying to go short side. Ford beyond the net, finds Marner. Backhand, deflected in front, scores! What a deflection by Daniel Carey! Oh my goodness! Laine just backhands it towards the net, and an absolute nasty deflection by Daniel Carey has tied this game. And now got battling there along the corner now. Gets it along the wall. Across shot. Rebound stop. Another chance. What a save there. Gets it back to the point now. Richard shot. Scores! Eric Furlong deflected. And it's a hat trick and a go-ahead goal for the Fort McMurray Haulers. What a wild game 3 here. Furlong gets robbed twice in front. And Richards with a bullet of a shot, and it gets a stick on it in front was Eric Furlong. Look at that. What a shot. Now battling along the half wall now as now gets it up here. Come the PlayStations. Can they answer? As now Daniel Carey in the zone. Shoots! Scores! The game is tied again! 5-5. What a game! And we're not even halfway through this game yet. Oh my goodness. Has puts that one blocker aside on Josh Furlong. Obviously came in after the first 2 games, never went well for Blair Higgins. Now Ford has got it through center, is now in the neutral zone, finds Fox, turned over to John O'Keefe. Here come the Howlers now. Throw is Furlong, shot, rebound, scores! Travis Tobin, go-ahead goal! And the fans are on their feet. Eric Furlong with a low shot gets it to Tobin, and a 6-5 lead for Fort McMurray. Eric Furlong has come alive in this series, and that is good news if you're the Haulers here, because you need your captain to be a big factor in this if they're going to want to come back in this series. Now got it up as now Ford has got it out. Man, oh man, they've just been on their heels since their tying goal, as they have not found any offense since his last minute of play in the second period. Furlong gets knocked down. Maybe a chance for John O'Keefe. Scores! Hat-trick John O'Keefe, and they have a 7-5 lead. He turned on the Jets and gets right past the defender for a breakaway. And it is a 7-5 lead for the Fort McMurray Haulers. As Marner he didn't have enough speed there to catch up to John O'Keefe. As puts it, oh my, that puts it over the glove of Joe Hendry there. As look at that, as John O'Keefe obviously was a big factor in their series win in the first round, has come alive here. Third period's underway now as Mitch Marner's got it up. Bull turnover. Travis Tobin. Breakaway is in. Scores! Travis Tobin, second of the night. And they have a 3-goal lead. 25 seconds into the third period. Off a bad Mitch Marner giveaway there. As, oh my, a rough game for him. As a nice little forehand, backhand. Gets it past Joe Hendry there. So 8-5 now as Furlong gets that puck right back in the zone. Shot, rebound, scores! Tobin, hat trick! Oh my goodness, they have come out to the third period flying. 18 seconds later in game time, so probably real life time, that's about 5 seconds. As Furlong gets the puck right off the draw and just puts that puck right on Hendry for a rebound. Oh my, and it's 9-5. Looking like more and more we're going to have a game 4 in this series. As, yeah, that's going to do it for Joe Hendry tonight. As Barry Bagg comes into this series, obviously just trying to get some rest for Joe Hendry here. As now Tobin's got through center, finds O'Keefe, looking for more, is turned over there, as now Patrick Laine knocked off his stick, as now O'Toole gets it across, Furlong scores! Eric Furlong, and it's 10-5. Oh my, Eric Furlong has 9 points tonight. Man, oh man, he has just been on fire here in this game 3, and that's what they needed. As now Laine is going to break it out. Here come the PlayStations now. Daniel Carey, shot, scores! Their first shot since almost the beginning of the second period. It's been that dominant effort for the Fort Mac Haulers, but Daniel Carey, their first shot since their goal early in the second, beats Josh Furlong. Oh my, and he does not like that goal he gave up. Obviously, he's not had the best game despite the Haulers winning by a lot. Obviously, as look at that shot by Daniel Carey. Shot there as no mind, that might have grazed the post as now Eric Furlong finds O'Toole now. Here comes Jake O'Toole's got some speed over to John O'Keefe, scores! 4-goal night for John O'Keefe. And it's 11-6. What a crazy game 3 here. As obviously so far, Fort McMurray Haulers taking care of business at home. They do not want to be eliminated on home ice where they've been so good this regular season. And now battling along the half wall, or on the corner, as now finds it there and they'll break it out. Here comes Travis Tobin, rink wide past Eric Furlong. He shoots, rebound is there and scores! Another rebound from a PlayStations goalie comes right to Travis Tobin, and he has 4 tonight. As Eric Furlong is now up to, as I believe, 10 or 11 points. He has been on fire tonight, as, oh my, the coach not pleased with this team's effort tonight. And the Fort McMurray Hollers are right back in this series. Now Lonnie brings it in now, finds Carey, and now trying to center that, can't do it. Eric Furlong gets it up, and now John O'Keefe with it. Across, Jake O'Toole has some room, and he scores! What a snipe by Jake O'Toole, and the crowd is on fire to start Game 4. And what a start for the Fort McMurray Hollers here. What a shot. Blocker's side, as look at that, he found some room there as Jake O'Toole gets the crowd ignited here for Game 4. Battling along the corner now as Marner shoots that around for Fox, as now the pressure here for the Fort Mac Hollers, but they get it out. Maybe a chance here. Kalen Ford scores! Tie game. He just winded one up and beats Josh Furlong over the glove, and the PlayStations have tied this game. As they found a way past the forecheck of Fort McMurray there, as look at that, and just gets it over and all the time in the world for Kalen Ford. And now Line gets it in his own zone. Nice little pass to Daniel Carey. They're going to break it out now. What a move! Carey's in now over. What a defensive play by Tobin. And now back the other way come the Hollers now. John O'Keefe is in the zone. As now, what a move! And scores! What a move by John O'Keefe around the defender. And the Hollers have regained the lead late in the first period. Oh my goodness, this Fort McMurray team looks completely different here on home ice. As look at this move around Mitch Marner, as oh my, he just put him in a blender. 2-1. Now in there, poked off his stick. Tobin trying to shoot it there, can't do it, poked off the puck. And now Liney the other way. Patrick Liney back. Daniel Carey scores! Puts it over the blocker of Josh Furlong. And the game is tied early in the second. As oh my, the big guns for the PlayStations, as obviously were so good through the first 2 games, kind of went quiet here, but Daniel Carey. And now 2-2 now, as now Furlong brings it over. As can they answer here? Now in comes O'Keefe across. Tobin's in, scores! What an answer from the Hollers, and they have regained the lead, 3-2. Oh my, from O'Keefe and Furlong, as this this forward group for the Fort McMurray Hollers has found their offense. Up comes Line now with a shot, as that one's turned aside by Furlong. Is now battling there beyond the net now as Richards has got it. He's getting pressured there by Carey now, is now trying to get the puck. He does, and now to the net, scores! Daniel Carey finds the loose puck, and the game is tied again. Oh my, as Carey just barreled his way through to the front of the net, and the puck followed him. Wow, that was a pinball there. And the game is tied yet again. And now in the Fort Mac zone is now O'Keefe. Nice little pass to Furlong. He's got some speed now. Eric Furlong scores! Wow, he just turned on the Jets and beats everyone. And Eric Furlong is given his team a 4-3 lead. What a feed from John O'Keefe there. Eric Furlong has just been dominating these past 2 games. Now up comes O'Keefe now with maybe a chance now for Fort McMurray as my turned over. Back the other way comes Carey now. Daniel Carey across. Line trying to feed it there in front. Scores! Hat trick for Daniel Carey here in the second period. What a feed from Patrick Line. And the PlayStations keep on tying the game. Oh my. As look at that. What a feed. As now... So, 4-4 now is O'Toole. Nice defensive play. As now here comes Furlong over to O'Keefe. Nice move. John O'Keefe scores! John O'Keefe has given his team a 5-4 lead. Another quick answer from the Fort McMurray Hollers. Oh my goodness. Another blocker shot there. Now across, Furlong shot, that one was blocked. Another chances, can't get it there. And now Patrick Line hit off his stick shot, scores! Oh my, what pressure from John O'Keefe to steal it off Patrick Line. And Eric Furlong has given his team a 6-4 lead. Trying to force a game 5 in this series. After just not playing well the first 2 games, they have looked like a completely different squad here in games 3 and 4. Eric Furlong, quiet through the first 2 and very not quiet in the last 2. As the coach, not happy, is now underway with the third period, is now stolen by Line. Here comes Patrick Line trying to get through. Across, scores! Kalen Ford with a great start to the third period for the PlayStations, and they're back within 1. 48 seconds in, it seems like there's been a trend this series where there's been an early goal in a period. As look at that. And now that one goes wide as now O'Keefe now hits him off the puck back. Richard shot, broken stick, scores! Off the broken play, another hat trick for John O'Keefe. He has been on fire these past 2 games, and they've regained a 2-goal lead, a huge one at that. Oh my, as that I believe Hendry actually got a piece of that with his blocker. As look at that, O'Keefe has been just bullying Line the past 2 games. And so it is 7-5. The PlayStations, as obviously they need to come back here or else they're going to be forced into a game 5. Is now poked off his stick now. Furlong in front, as that just goes wide. As now they're looking for more now. O'Toole across to O'Keefe. They're around the horn now. Back to the point now. Richards looking, shooting, scores! Deflected in front by Eric Furlong, and it's 8-5. Inching closer and closer to a game 5 back in Brooklyn. Oh my goodness. The Fort McMurray Hollers has completely looked different here in the last 2 games. The Brooklyn PlayStations are on their heels here in Fort McMurray. Furlong up with it. Now here comes Eric Furlong early. And now to the net now, poked off his stick as now down low. And now Furlong has got it. Now they'll cycle it around. O'Toole back. Richards across. O'Keefe scores! John O'Keefe, first goal of game 5. Trying to pull off the reverse sweep here in the best of 5 series. Oh my, is a great start from the Hollers. And now here comes 3-on-2 maybe. Furlong with it. Eric Furlong up the wing in front. This will to the net. Rebound, scores! Eric Furlong, 2-0. Oh my, as the PlayStation went with Barry Bad to try and change the tie, but so far it's been just like games 3 and 4. And a great start from the Hollers. Oh man. Trying to move on to their first ever Western Conference final. As look at that glove side. as to face the Pacific Pepsi, obviously. Nice shot. So 2-0. Fort McHoller stolen by Carey. As they need something here, as now Daniel Carey now in front, forward scores! And that is what they needed to get one right back. And the Brooklyn PlayStations are within one. Don't go anywhere yet, as this game is far from over. As obviously as Ford picks that puck up and puts a blocker side in on Josh Furlong. And now gets it over to Carey. Is now Daniel Carey is obviously now they got some jump and they're stab across. They score! They have tied the game just like that. 2 goals from Kalen Ford. And the fans are on their feet. Wow! Has it looked like the Haulers were just going to run away with this series, and now all of a sudden they have tied this game up here in game 5. What a rocket by Kalen Ford. No chance there for Josh Furlong. As so the PlayStations now have tied this game. Here comes Eric Furlong up the wing as can't feed it to the front. And now counter. Here come the PlayStations now with the Adam Fox up in the play. Feeds it across and he scores! Patrick Laine gets it over the glove of Josh Furlong as Furlong got a piece of it but not enough. What a feed by Adam Fox. And the PlayStations take their first lead of the night. Oh my. What a... how the tables have turned here in game 5 as it was all Haulers to begin the game, but ever since it's been all PlayStations. Face off won there by Tobin as now here comes Laine as oh my stolen. Patrick Laine's through off the post and in. Oh my goodness, went off the post off the back of Josh Furlong and it's 4-2. As is this trending towards a homer series where every single home team wins in this series. As the PlayStations would like that because that would mean they would win this series here tonight. And so 4-2 stolen now breakaway here for John O'Keefe. He's in, scores! Oh my goodness! And a big answer from the Fort McMurray Haulers. A terrible giveaway at the line right off the draw, and the Fort McMurray Haulers are right back in this one. And a terrible giveaway by Mitch Marner, not the first time he's done that this series. Oh man. Nice move there by John O'Keefe, and he has been on fire this series after having a rough first 2 games. Ever since then, he's just been unstoppable. As puts it over the blocker of Barry Bad. As oh my, 320. Is now and now Laine's got it, keeps it in. Backhander stopped there. As now down low, back to the point now across. Carey stopped there by Furlong. As now oh my, look out, turnover across. They score. Patrick Laine over the blocker, and it's a hat trick in game 5. They have a 2-goal lead early in the 3rd period. Oh my goodness, a bad giveaway from Shane Richards. That is a giveaway he just cannot make. I mean, he was right there just waiting as now here and now feeds it up to O'Keefe. They need something. Stays on side as oh my, stolen by Ford, and that puck is out. And now battling along the half wall, now gets through as now has Tobin drive to lane in front, scores! As they get one back, as this game is far from over yet, as Travis Tobin puts one past Barry Bad, as they win that battle, and John O'Keefe gets to the puck, and what a saucer feed over to Travis Tobin. And so, now got it over, is stolen by Marner. Mitch Marner is now, but what a defensive play there by O'Toole. Brings it up. Here comes O'Keefe, shot. He scores! Oh my goodness, throws it at the net. Beats Barry Bad through the 5-hole. It's another hat trick for John O'Keefe. And this game is tied. These fans can't believe it. So close to the Western Conference Final. Oh my. And now gets it in there. Furlong trying to steal. What a play by Marner. 3:20 to go. As now Line A's got it. Oh my. Stolen there by O'Keefe. As now the puck is free. And O'Toole trying to get it. And he does. Gets it up to O'Keefe now. And now over. Furlong shot. Scores! Oh my goodness! That beats Barry Bad. And the Fort McMurray Haulers have the lead. 3 unanswered goals in the third period. And it's 6-5. Oh my goodness. Barry Bad. Another bad goal to give up. And the Fort McMurray bench has exploded here. Unreal. Now can the Haulers hold on? As now empty net, now Fox has got it up. Here comes LeCoin. Over. Forward now to the net block. Another chance, Lonnie. Oh my, knocked off the puck. As trying to get it now, Tobin gets it over. O'Keefe has an empty net. Feeds it across and they score. Travis Tobin, and the comeback comes complete. The Fort McMurray Haulers, who look dead to rights after 2 games, go back home and take care of business, and then they come here on a business trip and have stunned the Brooklyn PlayStations here in 5 games. And 10 seconds to go, and the Fort McMurray Haulers, who were down 2-0 in this series, look dead and has come back and beaten the Brooklyn PlayStations in 5 games. Oh my. And the Fort McMurray Haulers, for the first time in franchise history, have made it to the Final Four. Stunning the Albuquerque Fitzgerald, stunning the Brooklyn PlayStations, winning 3 games in a row to knock off the PlayStations. And will face the Pacific Pepsi in round number 3. So guys, I will see you all for round 2 of the Nova Scotia Trailer Park Boys and the St. John's Potters series.